Hello and welcome to episode 23 of the VEON podcast. Theme song. Okay, I think that's enough.
Okay.
That's something I always do to people.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, this is VEON 23. It's currently August 9th?
August, around 9th, yeah, shit. Yeah, August 9th.
Yeah. Allow me to confirm. You keep them entertained for the 2 seconds it'll take to check. Yes, I checked. It's August 9th. Was that some good entertainment you produced there in like the 2 seconds?
Entertaining
Alright,
entertainment.
so let's just get this out of the way quickly. The reason why Chris is here at my house now is because he's importing footage that we took with his phone for the scripted special. Originally, that was going to be like season 2, episode 1 of the Concrete Club, but it's just scripted special now.
So it's not a part. It's not.
No, it's not. It's
okay.
going to be non-canon, just like a fun.
Yeah, no, that's what, because me and Will were talking. One of the other.
Yeah, someone else in the show.
It's someone else in the Concrete Club, and was saying like how it wouldn't really make sense, even though the show doesn't make sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't make sense, like at all. Like if we just completely those characters were just removed, and it would just be out. And like there's no context of anything.
I would slightly disagree.
Really?
Because what happens in this episode, in this thing, they just say they're not going to be together anymore.
Yeah.
And that's already happened like 2 times in season 1, like the first and last, remember?
Yeah.
And the point was like, it was established, okay, John is still like this bad guy, but yet he's going to be more friendly to the other guys now.
Yeah.
And that's essentially what I was trying to set up there. But like, I guess in reality it'll just be that. We don't need to set up.
Because then there's also Mikkel as well.
What, is he going to return, you reckon?
Do we want him to return?
Here's the thing about Mikkel. I find him very, very interesting, his involvement, because it's like a conspiracy theory character where you gotta wonder why he's even there. And I can share my conspiracy theories. So he's obviously there because of Will. Will's a money guy. And you can kind of like make up your own story. Like he's trying to appeal or not. He's trying to like. It's funny.
Because me, Will, and Carl, we were there yesterday and we were watching it. We watched it as a collective yesterday, and we kind of made some things that we could have done.
Like you had some ideas?
Some plots, yes, like that's involving it. Like,
what's some plots?
So Will going bankrupt and losing all his money
God.
and coming back like crying to groveling at your their feet, like I want to be back in the Concrete Club.
We can still do that.
And like Mikkel we actually didn't make any plans for Mikkel really. He's just kind of there in the background.
Mikkel is just like this leech off of Will who follows him around.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that.
Yeah.
I also want to say, like the day we filmed episode 6 of season 1, so like George and this guy Will were staying at your house, I believe.
Yes.
And also this guy Mikkel as well. They're all in the show, whatever.
George was staying at mine, Will was, and then we just said to Mikkel we were recording, and I think he said, yeah, I'll come with, and I'm like, yeah, sure, man.
And here's what happened. When you guys came to my house and I saw Mikkel, I was like, whoa, what the frick? I was not expecting you to come, but like, I guess you can be in the show if you want.
Yeah.
And so that's all it took for his involvement to be a thing.
It was some big fun, but yeah, it was season 2 though. I don't know what's gonna.
Here's what I want to. Can you come in a bit? You're like George. Anyways, here's what I want to say about season 2. So remember what I said about establishing John being a bad guy, but also being friendly. That's that's the whole thing of season 2. Season 1 was just like character development where like John was like this bad guy to the guys, but now he's still gonna have that edginess. He's still gonna have that freaking douchebaggery essence, but he's just gonna be nicer to Chris and George, and that will be the thing of season 2. So we'll be free to just do whatever we want. It can just be crazy,
Yeah.
So.
Because I feel like if we're gonna need some more character development for George. Cause
probably.
Because George is just kind of there in the background, like just as the as the jokey guy, not really doing much. Like then me, I'm kind of there, but I've got like established what I've got, and I'm like and like we've established some actual storyline about me.
Yeah,
Well, Gorge's just there.
What?
Gorge. His name is Gorge.
Oh god, I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about the behind the scenes video, and George was like, Is it done? No, it's not.
It can't be. That's impossible. It's barely like a quarter done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in the behind the scenes of episode 1, I think George was like, my name's gonna be like you or some George, just spelled weirdly. Was that what you were referencing?
No, but when George was staying at mine for a bit, me and my brother, we just nicknamed him Gorgay.
Oh yeah.
So his name's Gorgay now.
Yeah. Like I want to say, season 2, we can have like a house party scene.
Mind you, we're all gonna be 18 by season 2.
Oh god, I'm already 18.
Yeah, I'll be 18 in another
September,
month.
right?
Yeah, September.
Yeah.
20th. And George will be as well. So we could just like have like at my 18th, we'll just say, and we'll be having a party. And if it does go off, mind you, for all we know, it's just gonna be a nerd out party, which we are nerds, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And
nerds pretending to be jocks.
Yeah. Pretty much. And if it has a bar mitzvah, I'm fine with that. I'm not saying it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
And if it goes off, we can just have like a Concrete Club episode, season 2, episode 3, and it's just Gorgay just sculling just a pint. me in the corner just squawking like this, and then
it can be like the VHS footage the whole time of just
you know, shaking movement, John falling, just me in the background like I'm 18 boys, and just dropping to the floor.
You know, that could kind of work. But it's actually funny you say that, because George also told me that for his 18th, he's going to go to like the Crown Casino or something. And I think he said, you know, we can do something there with the show.
The problem is, I can't do anything at Crown because he turned 18 before me.
Right.
Because when does he turn 18? September 22nd?
I should know this.
It's like 22nd or something.
It's probably, maybe
like,
around your...
If he turns 20, like if he has his birthday like 24th of September, let's just say a hypothetical here, which is my birthday.
Yeah.
That would be good because I'll be 18 and I'll actually be able to do something at Crown. And if people don't know what Crown is, it's a big casino.
It's in Melbourne City, right?
Yeah, it's in the Melbourne City. It's like the biggest casino like around here. It's massive. It's got obviously gambling, like restaurants, hotels, and like
bar mitzvahs.
Our main priority is to achieve a bar mitzvah. I am going to go to one bar mitzvah in my life, and I'm going to carry one Jew on my shoulder. And if that does not happen, it's all over.
Oh god.
And
wow.
Yeah, it's a weird dream, but she'll be alright, man.
Alright.
Yeah.
So I want to bring back a previous topic. So about you and George and your character development in the show.
Yeah.
I want to say there is kind of something there, because like as George talks more and you get more of his quirks, and like he said, he's like alone all the time, maybe you can kind of put together this guy is like normally weird.
Yeah,
that's what he is. And like George's character, he doesn't have a character, it's just whatever George wants in the moment.
Yeah.
And you there's like some clues happening. Like the point of episode 5 of season 1 was like, okay, we have these two guys, let's give like little clues of stuff going on. I could have done more of that. It just like turned into like me asking simple questions, but we still got some cool stuff. Like you could get stuff out of Chris, maybe.
Yep,
his potential past if you look into it.
I literally on the spot. I'm not gonna lie, because obviously that whole show's improv, and like I remember we were like, it was getting really awkward when we were filming like that one scene when like we're at the Concrete Club like area, and like they're all having a conversation, and we're like kind of given what we're supposed to not to say, but like a guideline, and everyone was kind of like awkward.
Wait, when was this? What was this?
This was when like we just kind of first met Mikkel, and we were saying.
So this is episode 6.
Episode 6.
Okay.
And everyone was like kind of awkward, and I remember I walked in because I remember in that scene, like I just disappeared for some reason.
Oh wait, yeah, I remember this.
And like I was cut out, and then like everyone was awkward again, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna walk in, and I'm just gonna go yip, yip," and then you're like, "Chris," and I'm like, there was just like a whole new thing in my character now again, like. Because I can just obviously just F around, I can do whatever I want with my character.
Do you want to like explain that? Like, so that was just completely random. Your brain shut off and you just did it, right?
Yeah, because I just walked in with yip, and then everyone was like, okay, like.
And that became, and you know what? The funny thing is that led into me saying when you did it again later, I was like, why didn't you do this when you ate the jelly beans? So that could give you a clue of John's intentions.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's like the cool thing.
Like the mixed person, like. So, because obviously he's got DID, so I can like go from like some really obnoxious personality to like he's calm, he's collected, or he's just nervous. Like I can just jump back and forth.
I think that's the best possible thing we could do with you because
Yeah.
you have like I think your improv is like very like talented. I think like naturally like you can just do whatever you want.
Yes, thank
And
you.
we've gone into compliment town, which
Yeah.
doesn't usually happen, but it happens sometimes,
Yes.
and we gotta allow it to happen sometimes.
Yes, allowed.
Yeah, allow it.
Allow it.
Allow it.
Allow it.
And another thing I want to mention, I forgot. Mention something so I can think of what I want to mention.
Jesus is a good man. I don't know, man.
Okay, well,
like,
wait. Okay, so you. Oh yeah, here's something cool. In the comments of episode 5, this guy named, like, he goes by Mark or Milo or something. In the comments, he was like, "My theory for this video, my interpretation is that the club is falling apart, and John wants to do this to have them to stick together." And I was like, yes. In my mind, I was in the comment in replies, I was like, that's cool. That's a cool like thing to say. But in my mind, I was like, oh yes, people don't get how complex this could actually be. You know, they don't get it.
People don't understand. Also, it's just the biggest like for me. Like when me, Will, McCall, the other characters, we were talking about it. We're like, it's just so piss takey. Like
Yeah.
it's like. It's sometimes serious, like we have like little serious moments, but majority of the time it's just us improving for the sake of improving, and it's just kind of doing it because our humor's pretty, like our humor, like the best way Mikhail's describe it is we just change letters in words, like from word we'll go wordy. Like that's our humor. Like,
I mean, okay.
It's not.
You know what? I like to think that our humor extends beyond letters.
It does, but like we have a pretty. It's not basic, but we have a pretty like.
Okay, I actually get what you mean because it's simple in a way, you know, like that one part in episode like I think this was 5.
Yeah.
George and I were like arguing and calling each other names, and at the end I was like, "Well, you're dumb," and it just pans to George and just looking. And I thought that was a pretty good bit, and like you could see that as like being simple, you know. Here's what I think. Here's like the whole philosophy, I reckon. I think the show is absurdist, and not in like the wacky whatever.
Yeah.
Do you know what absurdism is? It's like
Yeah.
It's a philosophical thingamajig. I'm not going to get into it now because it's a lot of stuff to get into. But basically, in fiction, it's like Napoleon Dynamite. If you've seen that, it's like capturing real life in a way and sort of like detailing how it's just absurd, and like the characters like find meaning in like normality and nothing really.
Yeah, no, I understand.
And that's kind of like what we do. It's just like, I mean, well, it kind of behind the scenes as well, because it's literally just okay. Let's just kind of do this random. Yeah.
And like we see the camera in front of us and we just like let's just let it all out.
Well,
like,
you see the camera more than we do, because here's what I've noticed. Chris is actually, you are the most looking at the camera guy of all of us.
Oh yeah, because I sometimes I feel like when I look at like, I don't know, I can't not look at it. Yeah, I've got a big issue with it. Like I'll be sitting there and I'll be in character. Like half the time, it's not even me in character. I'm just playing myself, but just like I've got a voice pretty much, and I'll be sitting there and I see the camera and I'll just look directly at it and I will not lose eye contact for 5 seconds because I don't seem to notice that we're filming. Like I feel like we're just so in the show that sometimes I'm like.
It's like the guy filming is just like a part of the scene, a part of like what's happening.
Exactly,
you know?
and like the camera doesn't exist.
Yeah,
like it's just it's hilarious to me.
I feel like that quality as well is a good quality as well, because it's because it's like the show, it feels sort of like distant from reality when we're doing it, because there is no script. It's in your mind subconsciously. You do like actions, like jerk reactions based on what the other people are saying, because there isn't a script and we don't know what we're going to say and we don't know what we're going to do, and I think it's really cool to do it. I think it's really fun. And
exactly, like there's a lot of like different stuff as well, like with the show. Like I don't know how to explain. Like I feel like with my character as well, just looking at the camera, I feel like makes sense for him because he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. So like just looking at the camera, it's just like,
oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, just like he looks at the camera like. Like he knows that he's in a show. Like he just knows.
It's just, you know what? Yeah, I can see that.
Like-
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like jimming the camera from The Office.
Like
Wow.
he just kind of looks at it and he's like,
Yeah.
cool, man. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of different stuff in the fucking...
Yeah, you know, God, oh yeah, I think episode 6, here's my opinion. I think, this, episode 6 is like the least best one.
Everyone thinks it's one of the best ones.
Oh, what?
Well, I personally like episode 2 the best.
Oh, yeah.
2.
It might be my favorite as well.
2 or 5.
Yeah.
2 or 5. Because 5, I think I was... Like, for me personally, like, I don't want to sound like... I think 5 was probably my funniest, like, moments. For me.
Oh, wait, yeah, 5 had you... Well, oh, I can't describe this on the spot, but basically, when your response to what I said was like, Jesus. Do you remember that? When the VHS...
Yeah.
I can't reenact it, but just watch it if you haven't. Because it's like the VHS thing, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, you got those rings there, who you married to? And you're like, Jesus. It's like, it's so good.
Yeah, no, because I think 5 was like where I was just like, I think I just had the stupidest humor, and that's why personally, like, that was the best thing I played.
Yeah.
Like, my character, best, like,
I feel
character.
like us individually, we kind of like, we look at ourselves more when we're rewatching it, right?
Yeah.
It's just human nature, really, because it's
Yeah.
like, you know.
So, like, it's not my favourite episode, but it's like
your favourite you.
It's my favourite me, and then episode 2 is my favourite episode, like, as a thing.
I will say 2 things. One, that being 5 being your favorite you episode is fitting because it is a you and George really episode because it's about you guys in a way. George less so. And another thing I'll add is I feel like episode 6 might be the least best because I mean
a lot of going, like, I like it. Like, I loved it because it had all us as, like, mates, because that was when our friend group was all, well, our friend group is still together.
Yeah.
But, like, it was, like, all of us together, and we just said stuff that just filmed.
I feel like, yeah. But, like, the thing is, maybe, I don't know what to say, really, but, like, I still think it was funny. Like, there's some good bits in there, like...
My favourite bit was Mikkel running.
Oh, yeah.
And rolling.
Yeah.
And that was my favourite, like, me were talking, like, because it was such a shit camera angle at his stomach, and he was like, bro, man, that was when I was so fat, man, why are you going to get that angle? And I'm like, I felt so bad. I'm like, yeah.
Wait, here's why that shot is great, that cut. Because it's like these guys, and then they look and it's like, what is that? And then, like, you don't hear the audio of him running, but you just get, like, his body without the face. So you're thinking, is the audience like, are we supposed to be wondering who this is?
Yeah.
Or is this like a mystery or something?
Yeah.
And then it's like him running, and the camera's shaking, and it's pretty good.
And then just him rolling in as well. And
Yeah.
you're just like, that's probably one of my favourite bits of the episode.
Yeah.
Will's pretty good in that whole episode. Like,
Yeah.
his acting is pretty good. Like, he just is an asshole.
Yeah,
And just
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole time, like, good acting. I'm just there with
Yeah.
George, and we don't really care.
Yeah.
Gorge is pretty good. I don't know his Medicare card. I don't know if that was expired or not. I think it was an expired Medicare card. But
Yeah.
I don't know. John was pretty good. He
Thank
was
you,
just we like how to explain John in this episode. He was just so encapsulated, I guess, by like making the Common Creek Club better.
Yeah.
That he just kind of forgot that he had 2 good mates the whole time. So,
Oh god,
Yeah.
this is. Oh, I just realized this now. You know that that meme where it's like, maybe the villains were the friends we made along the
Yeah.
way. You know, I think the Comedy Club is that freaking thing. Gosh dang it, it's
Yeah.
that cliche.
Yeah.
But whatever,
No,
we got that done, and now it's up to
Yeah.
season 2 where it's just like we can.
shenanigans.
Yeah, we can just do whatever you want.
Mind you, if I get my license by season 2, we can go on a car road trip.
Yeah, and
a Concrete Club road trip.
And I said this previously. I think that finale of season 2 could be like an hour-long thing where we're on the road, and then we're trying to find someone who I'll not get into.
Well,
But it
like
was.
a lot of the series is just trying to find Steven.
Oh yeah, Steven.
So I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
if
here's-
that's gonna
I
be
think
a
I've-
continuing.
I think I said this in like episode 3 or 4 of the podcast, but I'm gonna get Steven back for like
The final episode.
for like at least one scene
Yeah.
because his thing was, okay, guys, improv is not really my thing, so I'm gonna leave the thing, and that's like what he said. Regardless of anything, I think I'll still be able to be like, hey man, I'm a university student now, I do filmmaking. You should come over and you can do this film for me as scripted this time. And I'm like 90% sure he would say yes.
Yeah.
But besides that, we could also probably get him for like one scene. I don't know what I'll say, but I'll probably be like, hey man, look, can we just maybe 10 minutes? We need you for 10 minutes, please. In this one thing. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, well, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
The final. I feel like it'll be really funny if the final episode is just us driving, listening to like country roads and like stupid songs, and just driving along like the highway, and just be like, just me cracking it. You fucking shut up! I'm trying to drive. And just Gorgo just like this in the background, just John like trying to be a parent and like at the front, like just like this mum dad vibe, like me driving like just settle down, and then John and like George, shut up! Come, John! And like me doing that backhand thing, like trying to grab the fucking chocolate and like.
Yes.
It'll be a good one.
That'll be a good one.
Oh, there goes the. Let's see. Has it stopped? No.
I don't know, man.
I think it's cocked. It stopped.
Really?
It stopped.
Oh crap! If it actually if it has actually stopped, we can try to plug it in again. That didn't work last time, but we'll try again. What's it doing now? Do you know?
It's just converting.
Oh, so it's still going. I think we should be good.
But it's on like 0.
Oh, what?
I think
maybe it went to 99 and it's like, okay, well, it's already done, so nothing's gonna render, but we'll still say it's converting anyways.
Yeah,
whatever. We'll just see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
We don't need to think too hard. We'll just wait to see what happens.
We film podcasts and shit.
Yeah.
I don't think we have to film.
What's the question of the episode gonna be?
The question of what episode? This episode?
Oh yeah, this.
To them.
This is every episode is a question of the episode.
Okay, sure. Why?
Can't think of something, can you?
Why is the blue M&M superior to the other M&Ms?
I think you should get that what you looked at that made you say that. He looked to his right and he saw this.
It's a blue M&M. Look at it. That's this. It's pretty cool.
Good on you. So yeah.
So that's the question.
You know what? Oh god.
No,
I actually did that before in stream. But anyways.
Alright.
Alright. I guess we're still waiting for the things. So I will say, here's what something Will was telling me. He was like, you know what? I'm not sure. Wait, no. He didn't say this, but like, I'm pretty sure I'm not sure how he felt about being like the douchebag guy, rich guy.
Yeah.
Because he kept on saying, oh yeah, later on I should come back as like the nice twin brother or something. So I think maybe he wanted something like, I guess if he does come back, which is likely, he will probably be different in some way. Like his character, like you said earlier, might be bankrupt.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Who knows?
Or maybe he was never rich anyway.
Maybe he never was. He was just lying.
Yeah.
He just said, I'm gonna catch this with my foot.
Oh god.
Shit. I'm a soccer player, clearly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What's Wait. What's your least favorite episode then?
My least favorite.
Yeah, because I think I'd have to say 6 if I had to choose right now.
My favourite performance of me was 5, but it's my least favourite episode.
Oh, yeah.
So...
That's fair enough.
I think just, it was good, but I don't know, there wasn't like a lot going on.
Yeah, that's true.
And
like I think here's what I call them action when it's outside of us talking at the shed or the wall. The action parts are the meat, whatever happens, like the plot. So the action of that episode was going into I guess my character's shed, which is actually Chris's shed in real life, and that was like 10 minutes. So I can see what you mean, definitely, when there wasn't that much going on.
Yeah, exactly. And plus just George spilling milk all over him. I cracked it at George, threw water at him. And I said, get in the shower. I was just parenting that whole episode. Which was...
That was, okay. The amount of times I've rewatched that has to be one of my absolute favorite Coffee Club outtakes.
Like...
That's up there.
Milk,
like, top 3.
Pouring milk on himself.
Yeah, top 3.
My favourite outtake...
When I say outtake, I mean, like... I don't know, like, a random thing that happens that...
At the end of the episode?
No, I mean... When I say outtake, I mean, like, it can't really be in the episode. But, it actually was in the end, but, like, you know... Here's another example. When we filmed, the scripted special in July, you did this whole bit where he was, like, a stereotype of, like, the gamer, neckbeard sort of thing. And, like, just describing, I can't really, like, do it justice. So when the behind the scenes or outtakes, whatever, comes out, then you will be able to watch it, and that is one of probably the best thing, you know, the best thing, outtake. So, like, do you have, like, a favorite outtake?
A favorite?
I'm not sure.
So many, man. Like, this whole series was just a bunch of outtakes.
Yeah.
Like,
but they're intakes.
And they're intakes at the end.
Yeah.
There's one, I think... There was one with, like... I think Lockie. And he said something, like... Really, like, stupid. Or, like, he said something. And I just lost it. I was like, what the fuck did you just say? I was so confused. Like, it was just like, he said it in his English accent. He was like, bollocks! And I was like, what the fuck?
What the... I don't remember that.
I don't...
Oh my god.
I don't know if I'm just chatting shit in my mind, but there was something stupid that Lockie did, and I was just, that was fucking...
Alright, the next time he's on the podcast, I'll have to question him about that. What's that word? Interrogate
him, yeah. He said something, and I was just like, what? I don't, maybe it wasn't even a part of us recording. I think he just might have said something to me,
I
and
don't know.
Just pissed myself laughing. And then there was, I think, one time when George was just pissing in a bush, and I was just like, George, we're filming.
Look, I don't know if I remember that, but I'm not surprised, because the second time we filmed for the scripted special in August 1st, you weren't here for a bit, and me and George were, like, in the forest area doing the dream segment, which was on the spot thinking, like usual.
Yeah.
And he urinated on, like, a bush area, and I filmed, like, the back of him. But it was obscured by, like, some tree branches.
Yeah.
So, like, if he does, you know, if he does that, like, recently, then I wouldn't be surprised he did that back then.
Yeah,
so.
And then, actually, can I take back which my least favourite episode was?
Ooh. You're gonna say 4?
No.
3?
With Shivam and Zach, that was my least favourite.
Ooh.
I reckon.
And why is that?
It was just... I liked it, but I just didn't like it. I don't know. Maybe...
Alright, this is something we should mention. Episode 3 has had...
so many changes.
Yeah,
that's why I think that's maybe why I dislike it, because, like, it took so long to release. It just... like, there was so many changes done. And like, Shivam and Zach were, at one point, I remember you saying you didn't want them in the episode, I think.
I was really mad that day. I was honestly mad because, like, that day we were in, like, a golf course area. And I love how you can see people golfing in the background at one point in the actual episode. But we're in, like, a golf course area, I guess. And so we had Chris, Lockie, George, Zach, and Shivan. And all 5 of you guys, it took so long for anything to happen, really.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm not sure if it's you can tell that much in the behind the scenes. You can tell how mad I was. But, like, it took so long for anything to happen. And, like, I think I had, like, the director mode switched on. Like, I think that's the thing with me. I think I have the ability to be, like, a shouty director if it calls for it. Like, if I need something to get done. Yeah. But I will not do, like, jerky stuff like Stanley Kubrick did.
Yeah. You know? I'm actually baffled. Is it... Oh, it's gone. It's gone out. Yeah, it's gone. But it's just going to take ages.
Okay. It's gonna take eons.
Void. I read one of, like, George's comments back in, like... It was like a later...
You're gonna bend this stuff, man. Be careful.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I want to put it away. Anyway, there was one comment that George made, like a theory of like your name. Like,
My name.
Like he said, like your name. Like remember, he used to do that thing where he like used to jumble letters.
Oh, that's
into,
anagram, right?
And anagrams, and he was like, "Oh, your name in an anagram means this, like
Nodge.
means like something like good video."
Did I just
like,
wait? Did I actually just guess what he did? Nodge. I said, what
No,
was the
no.
anagram?
I don't remember.
Wait,
what
do you
the
mean
anagram...
void? Wait, you mean void eon?
Yeah, as
I think no, I
anagram.
think that was video on.
Yeah, video
I was,
on.
I was thinking
yeah,
John.
Yeah, he said video on, and I was just like, you bastard, you smart bastard. I didn't think of that. You got me there. And then I was really scared for like 2 days because I didn't realise the potential of anagrams until then. I was just like, what's my name? what can I spell with my name? And then
That was an awesome way to segment that.
yeah.
And then I was scared for 2 days. Specifically 2 days.
Specifically
Yes.
2 days.
I-
2 days and like an hour if you want to talk about me eating like
Yes.
peanut butter from a jar.
Yes.
But
Alright, here's what I'll mention. Episode 3, Season 1. I think this, in spite of everything that was going on, all the changes and everything, I think it came out probably as best as it probably could.
which episode 3?
3.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, I guess, I don't know if we can go through every single idea we've had right now, because there's a lot. But, like, we even like, filmed in July of 2019. We filmed, like, this whole other episode, which
Yeah,
never
and
got
then that didn't even get fucking
released.
released.
Until I do. Because I've been thinking I'm going to release it on Voidion. As, like, the
Voidion
lost
too.
episode. No, how about the main?
On the main, like, the lost episode of
Yeah,
Concrete
it's could be,
Club.
and I'll have like a minute long announcement at the start where I'll be like explain everything, so I won't think, oh my gosh, what is this crap officially?
What is this crap?
Yeah.
And just like believe it. No, yeah, do it. I reckon it'll be because there was that took fucking. I remember that it didn't take long to film the first episode.
Oh yeah.
It didn't take long at all, but you just didn't like it. I remember you saying like I didn't like episode 3, like the first one we filmed, so I want to
Yeah.
plan a new episode 3 with Shivam and Zach, and I'm like, these are 2 random people I did not expect to be in the Concrete Club that have agreed to be in the Concrete Club, mind you. I didn't think Shivam would have agreed to be in the Concrete Club. He did.
Yeah.
And
Can I just say real quick, even before the idea of having Zach and Shivam and like the Cement Club or whatever,
yeah.
even before that, I had like numerous other things, whether it be like this guy Jack, who was like a year above me at school, he'd be like a hitman, and I'd hire him to like get rid of Lockie or something.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then there was like another one where our characters would like go into like a public men's. No, wait, no. We'd find like this guy, this dumb. Wait, edit that out. I just doxed him. I said his last name. What is wrong with me? Hey, pass me the M&M. I gotta punish myself. Okay. Anyways.
Fair enough.
Anyways. So we had like my friend Dom, who was gonna be like a guy behind like a crappy burger stand thing to sell burgers, and it's like a plastic table. Well, not plastic. Well, you know what I mean. And like sell burgers, and something about a public men's restroom, like eating a burger in there. I have no idea. Lucky came up with most of that. We co-thought of that.
I remember we had a whole like thing, me, Lockie,
Oh,
and
God.
George, and we wrote a whole thing of like we were going on about like because there was in one episode. I remember that was because episode 3, the original, and we had the outtake of me being like a movie presenter or something like
I
that.
think so.
And then I found this. No, I found this ring. Remember?
Yeah, you were just some. Wait, no, I thought you were like this old, and like this old
Yeah.
like, guy.
And then like it comes back in further episode, and I'm on the news, and like there's this whole like time, like not time thing, but like
No,
this
it's like a
different-
flashback.
It's
right?
like flashbacks and
episode.
different, and it's like me grabbing the ring, and I have like the ring, and like I'm a millionaire now. But like you guys are trying to get the money out of me. Like, and I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any money, and like my normal Chris, like, yeah, you're like that, Chris.
Like he wouldn't know. 'cause
I didn't know because obviously I have multiple personalities.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know that I had this money.
I wonder if that's how it works in real life. Do you reckon that all the personalities would have like the same knowledge.
It would have a separate. It would have the same account, I reckon. But I don't know. I don't know how it works. But we'll just say like, and pretty much they were trying to like, because they saw me on TV like saying I found this ancient art like ring worth like $2 billion.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, I sold it. I have $2 billion in my bank account. And you, John, George, and Lockie were trying to get me to have to take the money out.
I'm pretty sure it was you couldn't remember your password for the bank account. Was that it?
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh, but you remember when we did this inconsequential thing that has to do with this somehow?
Yeah,
and then,
something like that. I don't remember. It was a long. We didn't even write.
Yeah, well, if
down.
I'm being completely honest, when you guys were like thinking of that back in the day, in this very room, when you guys were doing that like 2 years ago, in my mind I was like, yeah, this probably isn't gonna work. Like, you know, because that feels like an actual scripted thing, you know?
Yeah.
And it doesn't, you know, like what I mentioned earlier, absurdism. It's like presenting reality, but like highlighting, like how people find meaning in like normality and nothing really.
So like we were like preparing and all that. We were like, because we were usually when we do a Concrete Club episode, we get a guideline of what the episode's gonna not like what it's gonna be about.
And I'm the one who does that.
Yeah, and that's what John does that, and like what, like just some basic things, maybe not what to say, but like oh sorry.
That's right.
Like a little like this conversation's gonna lead in, like it's kind of lead into that, like, so that's what it's gonna kind of do. So like, we know that we're gonna go into this next scene.
Yeah.
And because of that scene, if you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So like the consequence of what we said in that scene, like, will kind of lead up to that, something like that. I can't explain it properly.
No, that makes sense, I think.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you were gonna say earlier before I think we both forgot what you were talking about, because like remember when I came in and I was like, but episode 3 came out as good as it did.
I don't remember.
Gosh dang it!
I don't remember.
It was probably something cool.
And it stopped.
What do you mean it stopped?
It stopped. It's just.
What do you mean?
It's just stopped. I'm being legit.
Is it frozen?
It's just.
Should we?
It's just connected.
Did it unfroze? Freeze?
Just stopped.
Okay, well this is.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. No. Wait. So, are you sure?
It stopped. The airdrop stopped. It's such a big file that it doesn't want to send on anything.
Dude, I don't know.
Anyway.
Are we not going to think about this right now?
No, apparently not. Anyway.
I have a... God. How about this? Do you want to try airdrop it again? And while you do that, I will be here entertaining the audience. Here's what we should do right now. I'm gonna get some instruments up in this hizzy, because what I've
just started airdropping it.
Okay, what I've noticed is that I feel like sometimes we can produce some interesting musical improv bits, you know? So like,
half of Concrete Club is just us making stupid songs.
I know. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true.
I bags bongos.
Alright, I guess we're doing something now. Alright. Okay. I don't know how to actually play the guitar. Alright.
It's gonna be so out of tune.
I feel like we should swap. Because you probably actually know how to play it, right? Do you want the pick? You don't... yeah.
Sure.
I'm not sure what you're gonna do. You can... See? You know what you're doing here.
It's so out of tune, though.
You know guitar chords.
I know chords, but I don't know how to fucking...
I think the out of tune adds. It adds, guys. Don't worry about it.
And then that's...
Use it like a tribal drum, like Daniel Johnston.
And then I can go like, yeah. Go back there. Can't play guitar for shit. I play piano.
You play ukulele.
Yeah, I do play ukulele.
Okay. Do you want to just repeat this stuff and I'll come up with something. How about that?
Yeah.
Alright guys, you're gonna witness something. Wait. You guys are gonna witness something. 3, 2, 1.
It's so AIDS. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Just keep it going, man. Just keep it going. It sounds fine. Is this the tuning song?
Can't be fun.
Have you ever tuned a piano?
I think once I have with my teacher. Yeah, no, once with my teacher at school I was tuned a piano, but we used the software which takes, because there's different forms of tuning.
Yeah.
Like with pianos there's literally a tuning that's named it's after this fucking mathematician George,
Yeah. It's something.
yeah, and it's super complicated and requires a lot of maths.
Yeah.
And there's obviously, because some obviously is all different, so you hear some things might be perfect.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing in terms of a perfect sound. There's no perfect.
Yeah, and I just want to say that the whole thing when it comes to naming things, naming things. I run a soda company actually, and
What?
I run a soda company and we got our new brands, right? And we're like, hey, wouldn't it be really cool and funny and hip if we just ask the internet to do a poll and name our brand for us? And so finally we're selling something, and now we get to say, have a nice cold beverage of Hitler did nothing wrong. Yes, for you right now. And it's one of the worst decisions of my life. My wife and children have disowned me.
Very nice.
You couldn't catch up? You couldn't catch up, Chris, could you? You could've That's fine, it's fine.
Then you can go why do I know how to play ukulele? And I can't play guitar.
I don't know, dude. Aren't they the same thing anyway? Ukulele and guitar. Hey, wait, do this. I'm gonna connect my phone to charging to ensure that.
Did you know that in Zoom, how long are we going to film the podcast?
Dude, until as long as it takes. We can
My
stop.
favourite outtake.
Oh, your favorite out? Is that what we were talking about?
My favourite outtake was when we were all sitting here and we were watching the video and we made that fucking Rubik's Cube song.
Oh yeah. I guess we should. I guess that'll be on the internet somewhere eventually, right? I don't know. Okay. Alright. I can work with this. Is this gonna be a rap, or is this gonna be a melody? Okay, I guess I'll figure it out, don't worry. Okay, I'm ready. Alright. Pythagoras was wrong. He was really, really wrong. I'm sorry to say, but his mathematics were dumb and daft. I think that Pythagoras got some things wrong because the triangular positioning of the hypotenuse was incorrect because I know more than him. I know more than Pythagoras. He was dumb and daft and I am better. Einstein was a really weird guy. He didn't do anything right. He told everyone to think straight, but they weren't very bright. They saw the world in a daft way. It was really, really dumb. But I know more than Einstein because I am more than a thumb. I know more than them because I can learn from the best people around me. They know more than them. I was taught that to know more than those you despise, you gotta believe in them, in me as well. I think Thomas Edison was wrong for doing the bad things that he did. He stole some ideas, but wait, that is fine actually, because I was told that stealing was thinking differently, and I reckon that Thomas Edison was right because he knew what he was doing. Being creative is a form of flattery when you steal people's ideas. That brings me to the question of whether you would think if anyone was right to say that they were a different way of being when they would steal your ideas. What is the cause of death when it comes to being bereft of thoughts and feelings anew for me? Why would I even try to want to see the world in a daft and dastardly way? Oh no, I need a teddy bear to tell me every night that I am right and you are wrong. You are so wrong, I know. What is the causation of death when people think that dying isn't really real? It's just surreal and unreal. What is the point of you, point of me? It's nothing. Why does it want to be when I know I am something? What is the point of you, point of me? It's nothing. I know it isn't nothing, it is something, but what is it? I will try every single day to stay away from you because I know you will. What's what? I don't even want a what of gigabytes on me. I have my own brain, please. I need a drink. My legs hurt for some reason.
My brain hurts. Over. Freaking. There's 3 iMac ads gone.
Okay.
I think we should
Should we try something else?
try something else.
Alright, look, let's connect it this time. Again. Should we just end the podcast? What else can we do? What else can we say? I don't think there's anything else we can even do.
Goodbye, beautiful